The United Nations revealed that two Kenyan pilots whose planes crashed and killed a person are still seized by rebels in South Sudan. While at a press conference in the capital Juba, the head of the UN mission in South Sudan said negotiations are between the company of the aircraft and the rebel group.
Negotiations are ongoing, between the aircraft, the company that owned the aircraft and their insurers. As negotiations are going on at the moment, I don't want to make any further comment. I mean, it might jeopardise the arrangements, and we are hopeful that the matter will be resolved and the people will be able to return as soon as possible.
According to some Kenyan media reports, details about the crash landing are sketchy. However, the website of Kenyan paper, The Standard, says the plane suffered technical problems and came down a few minutes after takeoff. 9 employees of the South Sudanese NGO were on board, the paper said, who were returning to the capital Juba after a mission in the rebel-held region of Akobo, close to the Ethiopia border. The passengers and pilots received minor injuries, it is reported. The plane crashed 2 weeks ago, killing an old man and also hitting 2 cattle pens, according to SPLAIO deputy spokesperson Lab Paul Gabriel. Lampol added that the pilots were detained because the family of the deceased and owners of the cattle are demanding compensation.
SPLAIO negotiations with them have been taking place between the aircraft company and their insurers. I don't want to go into any details about that because negotiations are ongoing, and I don't want to in any way jeopardise those. But people have been flying in and out of Akobo for a very long time. I was there myself about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And there are a number of international NGOs there. We make, as I said, frequent visits there.
The Standard reports the plane killed a woman, not a man, and also hit 11 cows, and says a payment of 200 million Kenyan shillings is being demanded in exchange for the pilot's release. South Sudan's leaders fought for decades for independence, but once they achieved it in 2011, a power struggle between former Vice President Riek Machar and President Salva Kiir in 2013 led to all-out civil war. A peace deal collapsed in July 2016 after fresh fighting in Juba forced then first Vice President Machar into exile.